Welcome to video number 7 on fun with Arduino. Our customer, the tech company, was very happy with the work we did on the light module of the previous video. It's on the market, it's successful, and now they have the idea to market a similar module but now with 3 outputs instead of just 1. Because many railway layouts have multiple groups of light. Houses, street lights, industry or station, and they would like those 3 outputs not to all switch at the same time, because that would not be realistic, but there should be some time difference in between, and they proposed this sequence. First, if it becomes night, the house lights switch on, sometime later the station lights, and then the street lights, and then it becomes night and the house lights switch off again. Everyone goes to sleep, and during the morning they switch on again, and then with some delay everything switches off again and it is daytime. Can we do that? Well, of course we can, and we are going to. The hardware is quite straightforward. We simply take the scheme that we already had and add 2 more output pins to connect to the FET modules that control the LEDs. For test purposes, we use a combination of an LED and a resistor here in these lines. That makes it a bit easy and less wiring, easy to test the software. Well, let's have a look at the software. Let us take the code that we had at the end of video 6. We have 2 timers there already, day and night time, but the new sequence contains 8 steps, so we will have to add 6 times over here. And I'm simply going to do that by creating a couple of times, and I'll put them to 1 second for now. Copy paste this a few times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then rename them to 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives me 6 new timers, and the day and night time, for the sake of test purposes, we put those to 3 seconds, which makes testing quick. And then we have a couple of new output pins to define, so I'm going to call them not house lights and street lights and so on. I give them more general names: lights A, lights B, and lights C. B and C. And of course their pin numbers are 8, 9 and 10. That defines them. Now in the setup section we have to create them as output. So this one is going to be renamed as lights A, and then we are going to add 2 of those and call them lights B and lights C. That should do it. Let's have a look at our loop. In our loop we have of course our on-off switch, and if it is on, the first thing we do is switch our panel LED on. The next thing is we are going to switch lights A on, and then we are going to wait the new time 1. And then to avoid any mistakes, I'm simply going to copy and paste these 2 lines and paste them, let's say 8 times, and then see what text we need to put in to follow what is happening. So lights A are on and we have a delay time 1. Then lights B go on, and then we have time 2. And then lights C go on, and then we have time 3. And then the houses were going off again. So I'm going to make those low. The house lights were going off, and now it really is night, so we are going to wait night time. And then when it becomes morning, the houses go on again, and then timer 4 then the, let's say, the station or the street, the street lights go off. So I make this low. And then time 5 we have, and then the houses go low. Let me copy paste that. Then we have time 6, and then the station lights go low. And then we have daytime. Well, I think this should do it. It is time to test it out. Let's see if the else statement is still there. Yeah, time to test. Over here we have the 3 outputs of the Arduino going to 3 LEDs on this breadboard. Of course, in practice we are going to use the FET modules to switch heavier lights, but for test this is okay. When I switch it on, we will see the panel LED is on, and we see the house lights and street lights and station or industry lights sequencing. It's now day, it's now evening, the houses are on, everything else is on, and then the houses go off, it's fully night. Then they go on again, it's morning, people go to work, and now it is daytime, everything is off. And this keeps repeating itself. And that is the whole thing of it. It always does the same. So after a while you start noticing maybe that there is no random effect in it. Can we maybe make it a little bit less predictable? Yes, we can. We are going to use the random statement to do that. Panel LED off. Let's do it. How does this random statement work? Well, if for instance we would write variable x is random 2 till 7, that means the random generator now allocates a value with a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 6 to variable x. Why 6 and not 7? I don't know. The designers of this code decided that you should subtract 1 from the maximum to get the real maximum. Funny, but true. We are not going to use x, we were going to use our delay statement. So we can write this, delay random, and then let's go from 1 till 5. That gives us a maximum of 4 seconds, and that should do it. But of course, we are not going to use these fixed values. We are going to use a define. And to do that, we are going to define here a minimum and a maximum time for our delay statement. Let's do that over here. We can create a minimum time and a maximum time. The minimum is for test purposes is 5 and the maximum, 1, and the maximum is 5, which gives us a random value of maximum 4. Let's also change our day and night times to 4. This is what we do in the defines, and now let's have a look at our loop, what we need to change here to get that random times work. And that is not difficult at all. Every time where we have this delay time, we are going to change that into delay random, and then min time, comma, max time. And that times 1000 still to get to milliseconds. This should do it, and I can now simply copy this statement everywhere where I had these timers that were fixed. We are now going to have a timer that is random between minimum and maximum values, that is. And that will give our whole sequence on the model railway layout a totally unpredictable nature, but within the limits that we specify ourselves. This is the code. Let's try it out. Okay, here we are again, and now the random function is used. Let's switch it on and see what happens. Well, we can already see that the times are different, the times between the lights switching on. The house lights are off now, it is night. and then the house lights are on again, but you can see already the times are different. They are not all 1 second as they were before. So this is how we can make it a little bit less predictable, a bit more fun, and you never know exactly what is going to happen. Well, this was it for this video. Let's hope our tech company is happy with the prototype we made for them, and let's see what they have in store for us as a next project. See you back there. Bye bye.